There's nothing quite like biting into a juicy, sun-warmed tomato fresh from your own garden. The flavor explodes in your mouth. Homegrown tomatoes always taste better than anything you can buy in a shop. In this guide, we'll explore the simple steps to cultivate a thriving tomato patch. From choosing the right seeds to harvesting your right bounty, we'll cover it all. Let's get started on this exciting gardening adventure together. Choosing the right tomato seeds is the first step towards a successful harvest. Consider what type of tomatoes you enjoy eating. Purchase seeds online from a local nursery or from your own saved seeds. Sow each seed about ½ an inch deep in small pots and water gently. Place the pots in a warm, sunny location and keep the soil moist. In a week or two, you should see tiny green sprouts. Once your tomato seedlings have sprouted, they need proper care to grow strong and healthy. Make sure they receive at least 6 hours of sunlight each day. Water the seedlings regularly, keeping the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. As the seedlings grow taller and develop more leaves, start fertilizing them with a diluted liquid fertilizer. This will provide them with the extra nutrients they need to thrive. Gently brush your hand over the seedlings daily to simulate wind and encourage stronger stems. Tomatoes love sunshine, so choose a spot that receives at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. The soil should be well drained and fertile. Prepare the bed by removing weeds or grass. Enrich the soil by mixing in compost or well-rotted manure. Tomatoes prefer slightly acidic soil with a pH between 6 and 6.8. When your tomato seedlings are about 6 to 8 inches tall and the danger of frost has passed, it's time to transplant them. Dig holes slightly larger than the root balls. Space them 2 to 3 feet apart to allow room to grow. Gently remove each seedling, being careful not to damage the roots. Place the seedlings so the soil line is level. Water deeply to help them settle in. As your tomato plants grow taller, they'll need support to prevent them from flopping over and to keep the fruit off the ground. You can use stakes, cages, or trellises to support your plants. Stakes should be at least 4 to 5 feet tall and driven firmly into the ground next to each plant. Tomato cages are another popular option, especially for determinate tomato varieties that grow to a certain height and then stop. Consistent watering is crucial for healthy tomato plants and a bountiful harvest. Water your tomato plants deeply and regularly, especially during dry periods. Aim to water the soil directly, avoiding the leaves as much as possible to prevent fungal diseases. In addition to regular watering, fertilize your tomato plants throughout the growing season. Use a balanced fertilizer that's specifically formulated for tomatoes and follow the instructions on the package. Avoid over-fertilizing, as this can lead to excessive foliage growth at the expense of fruit production. Tomatoes are relatively easy to grow but can be susceptible to pests and diseases. Common pests include aphids, whiteflies, and tomato hornworms. Control them with insecticidal soap or neem oil. Common diseases include blight, wilt, and blossom end rot. Blight causes brown spots, while wilt can kill plants. Blossom end rot turns the bottom black, often due to inconsistent watering. Rotate crops, ensure air circulation, and choose disease-resistant varieties to prevent issues. After all your hard work and dedication, it's finally time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Tomatoes are typically ready to harvest about 60 to 80 days after transplanting, depending on the variety. Ripe tomatoes will be firm and have a deep, rich color. Gently twist the tomato to remove it from the vine. Once harvested, store them at room temperature or in a cool, dark place. Avoid refrigerating tomatoes, as this can affect their flavor and texture. Congratulations on successfully growing your own delicious tomatoes. There's nothing quite as satisfying as biting into a juicy, sun-ripened tomato that you've nurtured from seed to harvest. From vibrant salads to flavorful sauces and salsas, the culinary possibilities are endless with your homegrown bounty. Remember, gardening is a journey of learning and experimentation. Don't be afraid to try different tomato varieties and new techniques. With each passing season, your gardening skills will continue to grow, just like your delicious homegrown tomatoes.